Hi. First things first, I'm going to put a link to a video down below. It's a video where a guy is trying to use magic powers to make his guns fire. I haven't laughed that hard since Ted Kennedy died. It is the funniest fucking video I've seen in a long time. Now, Vince Neil will not let me be his fan anymore. Why do the assholes always have the beautiful first names? Vince Neil said, because I own guns, and yes, they are hot and loaded. Hot and loaded. Because I own guns, I am no longer allowed to be his fan. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with music, Vince Neil was a rocker with Motley Crue. Yes, Motley Crue, Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee had some domestic violence problems for beating the shit out of Pamela Anderson. And about 10 or 11 years ago, about 10 years ago, I saw a documentary about Pam Anderson, and Tommy Lee was being interviewed, and he was like, yeah, he didn't say I beat her up, but he was like, yeah, I was wrong. I lost my temper. He tried to imply that he was wrong, he knew it. Hinting that it's the violence thing. Okay, well, Tommy Lee beats up Pamela Anderson. He even admitted it. I'm sorry, he admitted it in a way. Now, Motley Crue was very heavily involved in alcohol and drugs. Yeah, I know, a rock band for the 1980s. Who the fuck would have thought they were doing drugs? Now, they did a lot of alcohol, they did a lot of drugs. One point, a couple I was watching Behind the Music years ago, and a couple of them, I forget who it was. I think Tommy Lee was one, maybe Nikki Sixx, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But a couple of them ran out of heroin, and they started shooting up Jack Daniels. They took syringes, put Jack Daniels in, and shot it into their bloodstream. Now, I'm upset because Vince Neil says I can't be their fan anymore, okay? And I can't give them money, and if I can't give them money, they can't buy drugs. So, now, Vince Neil, like all gun control advocates, is a fucking hypocrite. I grab my balls to you. Many years ago, Vince Neil was drunk, and he and his friend decided to get in his car and go to the liquor store to get more alcohol. Now, for the record, they were driving an assault car. It had a retractable driver's seat. It had a high-capacity gas tank, and it was capable of driving more than 55 miles an hour. Okay? It had 3 little features. Now, Vince Neil was driving his assault car, and they had another car. The 2 people in the other car were seriously injured, and Vince's friend died. Yes. We need to have more gun control for public safety. Says the man who seriously injured 2 and killed another while driving drunk. He chose to drive drunk in an assault car, injure 2 people, kill his friend. But because I am a gun owner, I am not allowed to be his fan anymore. Like I was his fan in the first place. Now, I am so heartbroken by this, I think I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry right now because I cannot be a fan of Vince Neil anymore. I can't give him my money anymore. And he said, if you own guns, he doesn't want you to be his fan. So I can't be his fan. I'm banned from being his fan. I've actually been banned from it. And I'm just so upset right now. I mean, I'm so upset that the drunken manslaughter guy says that I'm dangerous because I have a gun. I'm gonna cry right now. You know, Ted Kennedy said I couldn't have a gun either. But ask his brother's campaign worker how he is with a car. Now, you know how it is. Hey Vince, fucking asshole.